Hey Virgo, welcome to your love and romance reading for July 2021. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. A lot of people like to check out their Venus sign when it comes to love, so we're setting that intention as well. If you're sick and tired of love readings, you came to the right channel. You just clicked on the wrong video. Every week I do weekly forecasts for all the zodiac signs where we talk about everything other than love. Once a month I do a love reading, and that's what this is here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see what's going on for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in terms of love and romance for 2021. Alrighty, my dear, we're gonna do one more shuffle. That's it. I feel it. We're ready. Let's do this. What is going on? What are we gonna be showing here? So first card coming up is the Ace of Swords right out the gate. Now I'm curious how many of you have a Scorpio placement. You'll have to let me know, because something in their reading is very similar to this reading, or maybe some of you are getting involved with a Scorpio or are currently involved with a Scorpio. So, Ace of Swords can indicate information being shared, something being known, something being stated, new ideas, agreements, things of this nature. For me, in my readings, one thing I've noticed over the years reading for people, a lot of the time Ace of Swords comes up when there's an unblocking in the crown chakra. So when the crown chakra gets unblocked, our thinking really opens up. We clear away any limited thought, any limited thinking. Okay? And so some of you, your view of love or your view of the kind of relationship or the kind of partner you want is going to completely change, completely shift. Or you're going to realize, right, that what you've been seeking is not really what's going to make you happy. And you're going to be able to make that shift so that you're approaching the relationship and approaching the right kind of person so that you can have that happiness. You can have that happiness. Okay? Virgo, I'm just going to say this. Don't get mad at me. I'm not saying it in a mean way. I'm not saying it in like an accusatory way, but I'm getting a strong feeling from this card that some of you, not all of you, but some of you have had a really hard time in your love life because you've been overcomplicating love. You've been overcomplicating the conditions, or what love is, what love isn't, what you should feel. There might have been a checklist or something that was very complex or complicated. And so Ace of Swords could indicate simplifying, coming to the truth of it, coming to the foundation of it, coming into where things are clear and known and seen. So a sense of simplifying, making life easier when the Ace of Swords comes up. That's one thing I've seen over the years. I also feel, Virgo, that in this relationship, you're going to find yourself being very direct. Like speaking up, being very direct, being very clear. I feel like your communication skills are going to really be on point, and that's really helping and benefiting your love life in July as well. Your next card that's coming up here, my darlings, is the Six of Swords. Wow, I love it. All right. Six of Swords is getting away from drama, right? Complicated things, complicated situations, right? Maybe some of you in the past have been in those relationships where people would say, oh, it's complicated, right? You're not about that anymore. You're not about that at all, Virgo. You're ready to have a peace of mind. Six of Swords is also sometimes nicknamed the honeymoon card. Okay, when I was first reading tarot, learning tarot, I should say, when I was first learning tarot and I was going through the cards and trying to memorize the keywords of the cards, I noticed some decks or some books had honeymoon as a keyword for the Six of Swords. And so sometimes the Six of Swords can be associated with honeymoon energy, okay? And so this is that kind of relationship. This is that kind of feeling where you can just, easy breezy, enjoy life, enjoy each other's company, okay? There may be here in July something is happening where for some of you, you're being invited on a trip or you're being invited on a getaway. And this person may specifically be inviting you on this getaway because they want to take things the next step with you. They want to go to the next step, whatever that might be. Okay? Maybe they want to propose to you. Maybe they want to talk about starting a family. Maybe they want to talk about retiring and moving away and relocating. And they want you to see this beautiful place that they think where you guys will be very happy together. Whatever the next step is for you. Obviously, people watching this reading, we're not all going to be the same exact age and we're not all going to have the same exact goals. But whatever that next step is for you, I feel that for many of you, someone is going to want to take you on a trip to talk about these things. Okay? To clear away any misunderstandings, to clear away any past hard feelings, any fears, any worries, any insecurities. And I feel like it's happening in such a pleasant way. Maybe in the past when you had relationships and you tried to talk about problems, maybe it turned into like screaming and yelling and arguing or getting frustrated. This is like just so smooth. It's so smooth. I'm like hearing clicking in my ear, like a series of like back-to-back clicks. Like it's just clicking one after another, click, 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 click. It's all just lining up. It's all just kind of getting into position. And so for some of you, there could be a romantic getaway on the horizon here with the Six of Swords. Being able to put hardships and hard times behind you. Well, Ace of Pentacles. Now, traditionally, in love readings, Ace of Pentacles can indicate that you might be meeting somebody new through a new job or a change in position at work, right? Like maybe you got promoted and so now you're like kind of going to be working a little bit more closely with different people or going to a different department, or you get a new job, or if you're self-employed, you might like land some new contract and that might put you on the path to meeting a new person. So sometimes traditionally when Ace of Pentacles comes up in a love reading, it's seen as like you're meeting somebody through your work life. Now, that can definitely be true, and I have seen that happen. But something else that I've seen happen, many years reading for people over the years, Ace of Pentacles, for me in my readings, seems to come up for people when they're breaking out of generational curses, when they're breaking out of like really long lasting or repeating karmic cycles, stuck energy blocks, inherited lower vibrational energies, any habits that they picked up growing up from seeing their parental figures. Ace of Pentacles is like you're breaking out of all of that. You're done with it. So for some of you with this relationship, you're breaking like a cycle. You're breaking like some dysfunction that has carried through your family for generations. Okay? Now, in general, Ace of Pentacles is about energy, right? It's energy. So it's basically telling us there's an energy upgrade coming in. You're leveling up energetically. And this relationship is leveling up energetically. This relationship is ascending, or you are manifesting this new partner who's on this higher frequency, this higher vibration. You're rising up to this vibration, you're raising your vibe, and so you're on this new level, and this is a whole new game changer of a partner, a whole new game changer of a relationship. One thing that I feel, I keep coming back to it. I mentioned it briefly a moment ago, that maybe in the past when you try to talk about problems or situations with people, it became yelling. Like, spirit keeps emphasizing, like, this is someone who does not yell. They do not yell. And I think for some of you, this is a really big deal. Like, this is a really big deal. Like, this is someone who could be really upset and really angry, and they're just gonna let you know, I'm really upset about this. I'm really angry. I'm really hurt. I want to get this cleared up. I want to be able to talk it out, right? But they're going to come very calm. Even if they're angry, even if they're upset, they're not going to yell. They're not going to name call. They're not going to gaslight. They're not going to make you feel like what you think and what you feel is wrong, or like you're imagining things or anything like that. They want to hear, like, even when they're angry, they want to hear your side of it. Like, I'm really angry here. Okay, let me give Virgo the benefit of the doubt. Let me see where Virgo is coming from. Let me see what Virgo was thinking. And they're having a very open mind about that. They're having a very open mind about that. Like, even if they're angry or they're upset, they can be calm and they can listen. This is somebody with a lot of logic. We've got these air signs here, or air energy here with the swords. So this person could have like an air placement. They could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini sun sign. Although I'm going to say I get more of a Libra or Aquarius vibe. Nothing against Gemini, but I get more of a Libra or Aquarius vibe in this person. It might not be their sun sign. It could be their moon or their rising. It could be their Venus. But I feel like this is someone who's very, very, very down to earth and just logic and reason, and they can hear you out, and you guys can have constructive conversations. Another thing too, when Ace of Pentacles comes up for me in love readings, like, you're really upgrading here. You're upgrading in terms of your love life. And so for some of you, you might be like, whoa, does this person really want me? Like, maybe they're seeing me better than I actually am, or maybe their friends and their family aren't gonna like me, or I'm not gonna fit in with them. Sometimes Ace of Pentacles can mean for me in my readings that this is someone that might be on a higher income bracket than you or your family or your friends. They could be on a higher education level than you or your family or your friends, or all of the above. And so you might be like, well, I don't know if I'm going to fit in. Maybe they're going to judge me. Maybe they're not going to like me. But look, none of that has anything to do with your worth and with your value as a person, right? Nobody is better than you because they make a certain amount of money or they have a certain degree, right? No, that doesn't make somebody better than you. And as I said, this is a very down-to-earth, very humble, very logical person. And so they like you for you, right? And this relationship is coming in because you're ready for it. And this is positive energy, positive people. These are high vibrational people. They're not going to be judgmental. They're not going to look at you like, oh, ew, why are you here? They're not like that. They're not snooty. They're not conceited. They're not stuck up. The next card that's coming up here, Virgo. Whoa. Don't you love it when Spirit does that? Don't you love it? What a confirmation. I was just saying, like, for a lot of you, this is somebody who has a very good financial situation. And 10 of Pentacles is long-term stability, right? It's even a sense of like tradition, family, longevity, long-term stability, leaving a legacy behind for future generations. 10 of Pentacles can also indicate manifestation, right? Something has physically been manifested. What you see in your mind, what you see in your heart, it's actually taking shape and coming into the physical world. So some of you Virgos are manifesting that ideal, perfect relationship. Although obviously we can argue that nothing is ever perfect, but you know what I mean, right? As close to perfect as you could imagine. And so Ten of Pentacles here, I do feel is an indication that this is someone who wants a future, right? Who's thinking into like way into like the golden years. Not just long-term relationship, not just commitment, but we're talking about like, you know, growing old together or spending until the last years of your lives, together, until you guys leave this realm, until you guys leave the physical world. And so we're not just talking long term, we're talking about like for life. For life. And I feel that this is the energy of the person. And for whatever reason, this is more intuitive, Virgo. I feel that for a lot of you, this person is sure about you very early on, very quickly. And I think because they are a logical person, they know what they want, they know what they're looking for. Like, they're seeing you and they're like, wow, right? Like, I'm really good at reading people. I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. Virgo is it. Virgo is exactly what I've been looking for, right? Virgo stepped out of my dreams and into my life, right? Was that one song? Do you guys remember that was an 80s song? Get out of my dreams and into my car, right? So for some of you, this person, like, that's how they feel about you. Like, they want to take you home, and not just take you home to have a good time. Like, they want to build a home. They want to build a life with you. And for some of you Virgos, you might be like, whoa, like, I like you, but like, it's too soon. So the way you know it's a high vibrational person is that they're not going to force you. And I don't think this person's going to force you. I think they just know they know before you. They know before you that they want to be with you. And then you're coming around. You go, okay, yeah, I see it. I see myself with this person. Your next card coming up here, my dears, is the Four of Cups. And I feel this is you pushing this person away, Virgo. A little bit. But why? Let's pull clarifiers here. I already know why. Like, the Ace of Pentacles came up. Like, it's like this fear that you're going to be judged or you're not at their level. This person might be very sure about you, so you might be like, well, I don't know yet, right? But we're going to pull clarifiers here and go a little bit deeper. Please show us clarifier 1. Please show us clarifier 2. Please show us clarifier 3. All right. Magician. Ace of Wands. I'm sorry. King of Wands. Oh, Virgo. I think this is a great person. But I think they might tire you out in the bedroom. It could be vice versa. Maybe for some of you, they got you really worked up and you want more and more and more, and they're giving you all that they can give you, and you might be wanting more. However, the King of Wands makes me feel... Okay, I'll put it to you this way. Whoever is the masculine energy in the relationship is tiring the other person out, right? So you may be more masculine. Now, masculine energy, feminine energy, we all have masculine energy, we all have feminine energy. There can be people, there can be women, right? Like, born women, woman parts who are attracted to men, but who are masculine, right? That's why I say whoever has, sometimes I see this and people get really confused and they turn it into like a political issue, and I'm not trying to get into that at all. But I would say whoever is the masculine one in the energy is tiring the other one out. Okay, tiring the other one out maybe a little bit here in terms of the bedroom. But Ace of Swords came up, the Magician is here. I do feel that there's a solution here. There's a solution here. You guys are coming to it. You're coming to an understanding. I'm sorry. One more thing here too. For some of you, this person might be very well endowed, and that might be something that some of you are nervous about. And some of you might be like, oh, well, there's no such thing as too much. Well, you might be finding that too much. Or Virgo, if those are the parts that you have, maybe this person feels that you are too well endowed or just too vigorous with those parts. Okay, you may want to check out your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign if you haven't already, if this is none of those for you. Don't forget to check out your weekly forecast. I know love is fun, I know it's a part of our human experience, but don't forget about the other areas of your life, and be sure to check out the weekly forecast as well. If you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule by going to calendly.com/amethystangelite. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Virgo. Take care, my dears.